Stephen, I'm not trying to pressure you. Just informing you of the board's, well, discussions. We value the work that you have done for this university in the past. We are just concerned about, well, your present productivity.
Concerned?
Well, we haven't seen much out of you in the last 2 years. Why don't you just give me an update on one of your latest projects?
Publish or perish, is it?
No one is threatening you, Stephen. We just want to be aware of your needs so that you can continue.
Look, Miss Phillips, I find your lack of faith disturbing. I've been working on a project for the last several months, and I expect results in the next few. Given the nature of the research, which is delicate, I'm not going to divulge any information to anyone. That would put my work in jeopardy.
Dr. Vigil, the board recognizes your contributions in the past. However, we don't care for people who rest on their laurels. If you don't publish a quality work soon, I'm afraid tenure will be an impossibility for you at this university.
When you called and said you were almost here, I thought you meant almost here.
Such a beautiful morning. So much different than in New Hampshire. I just wanted to enjoy it.
So you walked, maybe towed the car behind you?
Just because my driving record is clean. You look great. Of course, if not older.
Older, not old. And you look like shit. But we'll just say that's from driving all night. You must be dead.
Not after that double cap I got a while back. I'll be wired for hours. Or at least until you show me my room.
Right away. Your bags, sir?
I'll have the boy get them. Hey, I think Elvis filled up my tank last time.
Oh, Taylor, you are tired. Everybody knows the king left gas years ago. He's flipping burgers now. Oh, I made up your bed and shit.
You're so domestic.
Shut up. So you can get some sleep today? There's a big loud party here tonight. The first of many Lorax Manor bashes. You don't want to be dragging. It'll give you a chance to meet your fellow housemates. You know how important first impressions are. And this is your first chance to make that impression. Lynn, this is Taylor Davis, the latest victim of Lorax Manor.
I don't trust people with 2 last names.
Okay.
Joanne, have you seen my kitties? They just ran away a moment ago. Something scared them.
Nice to meet you.
She's a pretty good sample of your new neighbors.
Really?
I think they just moved in from the asylum across the street and then decided to take a few classes.
There's an asylum across the street?
They're harmless. Home sweet home. Well, the dead walk. When I looked in on you, I thought you were out for the night.
It's hard to sleep today.
Ah, Lorax party. What a way of life. Don't you agree, Michael? Taylor, this is our resident weirdo, Michael Haban.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. I believe the spirit looks favorably upon this meeting.
Michael's getting his PhD in philosophy. Underrated cultural symbiology, or something.
Integrated cultural symbology, actually.
Never heard of it.
Not surprising. It's similar to comparative religion. I study the symbols and psyches of all cultures and try to integrate them into a holistic understanding of human spirituality.
What do you do with something like that?
Psychic friends will love him. I have no idea, but it's fun. Oh, slow down there, big shooter. You take some bad shit.
Oh, man, it's clean. Lots of people can.
Asshole.
Taylor, this environment isn't conducive for a proper exchange of ideas. We'll have to talk later. I'm gonna go upstairs and light some incense and cleanse myself. Care to join me?
What, and Miss Free Beer? I'm gonna have to pass.
So, what's up?
Joanne, my love, are you pining for me?
No, you just got cramps.
Well, this handsome gent must be Taylor Davis.
Nice to meet you.
You are correct, sir. Taylor, to round out your night, this is our resident frat boy.
I'm not in a frat.
Okay, true. He got kicked out. He lives Animal House. I think he's turned into a recognized religion.
Praise John Belushi! I shall heal the layman. Vomit on the sober. Well, Taylor, you lucky devil, you're living next to me.
Oh yeah, forgot to warn you. It was the only room open.
I think I heard a kid calling. Can't keep her waiting.
Quite a character.
Yeah. He's pretty harmless, but loud. But he means well.
Actually, I meant Michael. What's up with you and him? Are you two...
No way. I stopped dating weirdos after you.
Was I so bad?
No, you were great. For high school. Hey, speaking of, did you hear about Shirley?
Let me guess, she's already a CEO and is planning to run for governor.
No. She jumped.
What do you mean, jumped?
She took the final plunge. A header right off the 20th floor of the Waldorf. Right into Park Avenue. She took her dog with her.
That's terrible.
But the dog was pissed.
Joanne?
Okay. Yeah, so it sucks, but what can you do? Hey, this song rocks. I'm going to pitch. You want to come?
I think I'll just hang out and watch. Thanks.
To the spirits of water and air, I ask that you protect and nurture me. To the spirits of fire and earth, I ask that you guide and inspire me.
A ritual for everything, this boy.
What's this one for?
No idea.
Is that blood?
Probably.
Alam toyin yan galam toyin yan alam toyin yan alam toyin yan.
Is he okay? Should we help him?
She does this all the time. Okay, I haven't been examining remains from this area for a while, but I think I've got a handle on these.
Excellent. What did we find?
We've got a male infant and a female adult, approximately 50 years old. They both date back only a couple hundred years, probably from the Kalapuya tribe. Most of the other bone fragments and artifacts seem to be about the same age. Probably 15 people from this group.
Seems like a fairly typical find for this area. What about these?
This is an adult male in his late 20s, but it's from the early Rigidon phase. This is difficult to date, but I'd say adult female in her early 30s. With the artifacts found and general stratification, I'd guess, and this is only a guess, middle baby rock phase. And this is pretty damn old. This dates back all the way to the end of the Clovis people. You must have a lot of sites dug up.
Actually, they're all from the same one.
That's not possible. Must have made a mistake. I'll have to recheck. They seem pretty damaged, but I shouldn't be this wrong.
Relax. You've done fine. Actually, you've come up with the same results another researcher did. It's a very interesting anthropological find. I believe it'll be one of the greatest in recent history. But you said they were damaged. By what?
I can't be positive, but the majority of the specimens have fractures and gnaw marks. Most likely scavengers.
What kind?
I didn't think to check. Canine. But this can't be right. Human? Human teeth marks? Cannibalism? But I didn't think there was ever any reported in the Northwestern peoples.
There hasn't been.
Then I must have made a mistake. I'll have to check further. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I think we may be onto something big. Do some further research. Don't be afraid of bizarre results. You may be right. You've done well so far. Might be a second authorship to come out of the paper on this.
That would be great. Thanks a lot. Oh, and if you need any help at the site itself, let me know. I'd love to see it.
I may take you up on that. Please keep this quiet for now. The last thing I need is my colleagues sniffing around. They can smell success miles away.
No problem.
Incidentally, you're living over at Lorax Manor, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Has Taylor Davis made it in? I haven't had a chance to meet him.
Yeah, you'd be his advisor in the history department, right? He just came in the other day. We're taking good care of him.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to meeting him. The scientific observational method does not lend itself well to the study of history. Normally, we are forced to glean what we can from the written record. We spend countless hours reading diaries, bookkeepers' ledgers, journals, personal letters, and of course the work of historians of the past. Having done this, we are then able to arrive at our own unique conclusions. Occasionally, direct observation might yield more fruit, though, than the reading of 100 books. When this happens, it is essential that we follow the scientific principles of experimentation and observation as closely as we can. By doing so, we add validity and credibility to our theoretical evaluations of past occurrences. History does not afford us many opportunities for direct observation. Therefore, when it does, we must consider manipulating the current events so that it will mimic or parallel our subject of study. Let me give you an example. Back when I was in graduate school, I had the opportunity to observe the encroachment of a technologically advanced civilization on a primitive culture, specifically a tribe of the Brazilian rainforest. Well, Mr. Davis, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, sir.
I'll wait for you outside.
Okay.
I'm really glad you've decided to continue your academic career here.
Where else would I have gone? Even before you called me, this was my top choice. One of the best history departments in the country. And the very best for study of the Oregon Trail and the western settlements.
Well, I like to think we're lucky to have you too. I looked over your work. Remarkable.
Thanks, but it wasn't much. I mean, compared to your work in Brazil, I really enjoyed the lecture. It's incredible what you accomplished with that tribe.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I published anything quite so remarkable as my work in Brazil. But then with your young, bright mind, I'm sure we'll think of something equally interesting to do. Why don't you come by my office tomorrow? We'll look over your fall schedule, make sure everything's on track.
I'll be there.
So, how is everything at Lorax Manor?
Oh, well, it's been quite a week. Thanks for rating the housing for me. I'd be completely lost if I had to find something on my own.
No problem. It was just fortuitous that a room came open when it did, and one of my students told me about it. You've met Greg. I believe he's your neighbor.
Yeah, we've met, but I don't think he'd remember. I don't think I've seen him sober yet.
I see.
But I'm sure now that school has started, he'll sober up. I mean, mellow out.
I doubt it. Still, it must be nice to have an old friend as a housemate.
Joanne? Yeah, it's great. We go way back.
She's been doing research with me.
Oh, cool.
Well, Taylor, I have a meeting to make. I'll see you tomorrow.
You will.
You're not actually impressed with what he did in Brazil, are you?
What do you mean?
I mean, he toyed with those people's lives, and he did nothing to stop the eventual destruction of not only their social, political structure, but their entire way of living. It's disgusting. Goddess, forgive us all.
How did you even hear what he said? You were asleep the whole time.
I'm conscious on more than one level, my friend. Just because my physical body was asleep doesn't mean I wasn't aware. You could feel the bad vibes all over the room. Fidget ought to wear a sign that says, I am the patriarchal overlord of Western dogma and perception.
You're incredible. Why were you even at this lecture? Isn't boring history a little out of your philosophical realm?
Well, my totem guide brought me here to experience a spiritual black hole.
Your totem guide?
Yes, Wolf walks with me and helps to guide me along the good red road.
And where does this wolf take you now?
To class. I'm late. What are you doing later?
Well, I'm gonna go meet Joanne at Sudworks at 8 o'clock.
Huh, perfect. I'll meet you guys there. I gotta tell you something.
So now he calls every single day. You know, you'd think the guy would have gotten the hint when I said I was probably going to die on Friday, so I couldn't possibly go out with him this weekend.
Well, if he's harassing you...
It's not exactly harassing. I can handle it. Trust me.
He sounds like an asshole.
It's not that bad. Just kind of a geek. Actually, I'll probably be making 60 grand right out of school. Maybe I should go out with him.
If you don't like him, you should just tell him no. Don't lead the poor guy on.
Easy, Tiger. Just kidding. Where's Michael the All-Knowing anyway? You told him 8?
Maybe his totem guide misdirected him.
His what?
Totem guide. Some wolf. You haven't heard him talk about it?
No. Truthfully, I tend to tune him out. Just kind of nod my head and smile a lot. Seems to work. You know, he's always talking about journeys and paths and ways, but he's never on time. Ah, and here he is.
Yes. Sorry, my tarot reading went a bit over. Major arcane seems to be figuring strongly into my life right now. Sometimes it's hard to take.
Of course.
How you guys doing?
Some more of these and I'll be doing beautifully.
Some fries, please.
Do you have any tea?
Yeah, we got tea.
So, Taylor said you wanted to tell us something?
Yeah, it's about the other night I had a vision.
A hallucination?
It's a vision, not a hallucination. Two completely different things. I had it the night of the party, and I've been thinking about it a lot. I was trying to imitate this ancient hermetic ritual. And then I did what one does to prepare.
What did you do?
I meditated most of the day, energizing my chakras. The party almost threw me out of whack, but I figured I should make an appearance.
Kind of you.
Then that night, I participated in an age-old ritual to prepare a safe passage. I think that's when you two showed up.
Did it involve knives and wine?
That's right.